Have you ever dreamed of visiting the bright lights of New York, the palm trees of Los Angeles, on the nonstop no and buzz of Las Vegas? Well, for millions of people around the world, that dream is starting to fade. Not because they have lost interest, but because some things is going very wrong. In a shocking global shift, 7 countries, yes, 7, are now cutting back, warning against or even abandoning to the travel states. But why? Is it politics, safety, rising costs, or something deeper? Some things the US doesn't want to admit. This is not just about tourisms. It's about the declining global image of America, and it's changing fast. So before we dive into what's really happening, do me a quick favor. Tap that subscribe button and turn on the bell. Because in this channel, we'll dig deeper into the headlines everyone afraid to touch as. Now let's pack the mystery live. Number 1, French. From friends to fearful. France is once a country whose citizens romanticized America's skyscraper and cowboy culture is starting to pull back. The French Ministry of Foreign Affairs has updated its travel advisories, warning citizens about gun violence and racial tension in major U.S. cities. In a recent poll, over 65% of French citizens said they felt unsafe traveling to America. That's higher than ever before. Imagine that, one of the world's most visited countries, telling its people, maybe not go there. And it's not just about safety. Many French tourists report feeling unwelcome in the U.S., especially rising nationalism and a tense political climate. Number 2, China. From shopping sprees. 2 silent skies. Chinese tourists were once among the biggest spenders in the U.S., flooding outlets and luxury stores across the country. But now, Chinese travel to the U.S. has plummeted by over 80% since 2019. Sure, COVID played a role, but what's keeping them away now? Increasing political tensions between the U.S. and China, racist incidents against Asian communities, visa restrictions, and harsh rhetoric from both governments. What used to be a booming business has turned into empty hotel rooms and closed storefronts, and the silence is deafening. Number 3, Russian, cold skies, cold relationship. This one may not surprise you, since the Ukraine war and the collapse of diplomatic ties. Russian travel to the U.S. has practically vanished. Sanctioned airline bans and mutual hostility have made it nearly impossible for average Russian to even get a visa. But here, the deeper twist. Even Russians who can travel don't want to. In interviews, many describe America as dangerous, hostile, and simply not worth the effort. The Cold War may be over, but the cold shoulders is back. Number 4, Japan. Losing interest. Japanese tourists were once among the most respectful and enthusiastic visitors to the U.S. But in recent years, there has been a steep drop in interest. Why? Culture. Discomfort with American SoCal issues. Frequent mass shooting in public space, high travel costs, and long visa processes. Japanese media often shows the U.S. in a caustic light. School shooting protests, homelessness in big cities, and young people in Japan, they are using Korea, Europe, and domestic trips over the American dreams. Number 5, Canada, a chilly neighbors. You might know America's closest neighbors and best friend would always be a top tourist, but even Canada is rethinking its relationship with the U.S. Travel's numbers are down, and Canadian officials have expressed concern over safety issues, including mass shooting and politicking instability. Plus, let's not forget the border chaos during the pandemic when Canadians were turned away, detained, or harassed during crossings. Canadians haven't forgotten, and many know says, why go south when we can go east or stay home? Number 6, Germany, saying 9 to the States. Germany has been one of the most consistent sources of tourists to the U.S. for decades. But in recent years, German travel blogs, news outlets, and influencers have taken a different tone. Focus on American gun laws and lack of health care, reports of being profiled or interrogated at U.S. airports. Culture clashes and political concern. For many Germans, America feels less like a vacation and more like a risk. One German YouTuber described it as A beautiful country that doesn't feel us safe. Number 7, Brazil. Barreting to Europe instead, Brazil used to love US. Miami beaches to Disney World vacation. But recently Brazilian tourists are flocking to Europe instead. Why? Easier visa, cheaper flights, less political tension, and after multiple profile stories of Brazilian beguine to detained at US airports, many families are simply saying, not worth it. The American dream is losing its shine, even its places that once saw it as a goal. So what really going on? All these countries, all different reasons, but a pattern is emerging. American image as the land of opportunity, safety and freedom is being challenged. Whether it's gun violence, political divisions, racial tension, complicated visa system, or simple hospitality. People are starting to ask, is us still the dream, or is it becoming a warning signs? You might think, so what? America doesn't need tourists. But here's the twist. In 2019, international tourism brought in nearly $200 billion to the US economy. With fewer visitors, that means fewer jobs in hospitality, closed restaurants and attractions, a shrinking image of brand America. Tourism isn't just about sightseeing, it's about diplomacy, influence, and economy. And right now, that influence is slipping away. So as 7 countries, and likely more to come, begin to abandon US travel, we are left with a powerful question. What happens when the world stops visiting America? Is this a temporary pause or a permanent shift? And more importantly, can America win them back? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because the world is watching.